What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video. Today, it is time that we do the first look at the 2024 South Carolina Republican presidential primary. Yep, we're going to be looking more and more at the 2024 primary as we're getting closer, and we're going to go into detail into the critical states. I did a video on Iowa, I'm going to do one on New Hampshire, I'm going to do one on Nevada. But today we'll be focused on South Carolina for the Republican side. And in my opinion, this of the first 5 states, the states before Super Tuesday, Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, and Michigan for the Republican side, they are the most important, right? These are the 5 most important states of the primary. But here's the thing. Of the first 5, because Michigan is now in the first 5 now, South Carolina, in my opinion, will be the bellwether for this primary. Yeah, South Carolina. That may come as a surprise, but when you really look at it historically, especially in recent years, you look at how they do the primary in South Carolina, yeah, especially with this contested of a field, whoever wins the South Carolina primary, they're in a good spot to win the primary at least. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below. Guys, go follow Real American Politics on Twitter. It is a great Twitter account everyone should follow. Of course, follow the Rumble page down below. Information on that soon, because I have some unique plans about the Rumble page. Of course, I hope you enjoy these type of videos, and I hope you join the channel. Yep, just for $3 a month, you can join Real American, which is a phenomenal deal, as helps support the daily content we all know and love. You love the daily content? Well, this is the best way to support it. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody, enough promotion stuff, let's get into it. So, like I said, I personally believe South Carolina is the most important state for the primary. Now, why isn't, say, Iowa the most important? Technically a caucus. Because it's first, and that should mean it's the most important. Well, not really. Because historically, Iowa, it's been won by, I guess you could say, the person that takes second place. The more socially conservative candidate that doesn't tend to win the primary or the nomination. It just historically, in recent years. 2008, I believe Mike Huckabee won the Iowa caucus. He didn't win the nomination. 2012, Rick Santorum, he won the Iowa caucus. Or I believe Ron Paul, one of the two. Well, neither one of them won the nomination. 2016, Ted Cruz won Iowa. Well, yeah, they did not win the nomination. Well, why is that? Well, Iowa is very evangelical. Way more than most other states. And it's disproportionately evangelical, and that definitely helps a candidate like Ted Cruz. But also, in the state of Iowa, it is so easy to get delegates on the Republican side. If you get 1% of the vote, you're getting delegates. That's how easy it is. Now, New Hampshire, it's a better indicator of the general election. That's why historically, the New Hampshire primary is important for the general. I mean, look at historically, whoever does really good in New Hampshire, primary-wise, well, their party tends to win. That's based on precedent stuff. But it's a more independent-minded state. It's northeastern. It's not really the best look at the whole Republican electorate. Nevada, it's a caucus. And usually caucuses sometimes are not the best indicator for the primary electorate, kind of like Iowa. But it's slightly less evangelical, or I should say a bit more or less evangelical. It is less white, but it's not the best representation of the primary electorate. But South Carolina is kind of the perfect mix of evangelical white working class, but there also is a significant enough minority population for the Republican primary-wise. So it's a good blend of all the coalitions within the party. But also, with South Carolina, unlike the other states, Iowa, you get 1% of the vote, you're probably going to delegate. New Hampshire, You need 10% of the vote just to get delegates. Nevada, it's like 4%. With South Carolina, it's winner take all. There are 50 delegates up for grabs in the South Carolina primary. Just do some math. Iowa, there's 40. New Hampshire, there's 22. Nevada, there's 26. So, what is that, 48? There's around like 88 delegates in the first 3 states. South Carolina alone is 50. And whoever wins South Carolina, they're getting all 50 delegates. So a candidate could theoretically suck in Iowa, suck in New Hampshire, suck in Nevada, but win South Carolina, and they're in first place of the delegates. And in recent years, who's ever won South Carolina has gained significant momentum. Like 2016, Trump, he won with only 32% of the vote. Yes, this was after, winning New Hampshire by quite a bit. Then Nevada was next, but this really was the first serious momentum that Trump had. And he only got 32% of the vote. He got all 50 delegates. Now, South Carolina, technically, if you win a congressional district, you get a couple delegates. Here's the problem, though, for all the other Republicans. Because look how many candidates there are. Look, just look at this. Burgum, Christie. I mean, actually better look at this. Just look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I don't think all of these candidates will stay for South Carolina. A couple of them probably won't even qualify. But you still got 2 people from South Carolina on this ticket. Tim Scott and Nikki Haley. They're both, one's a former governor and one is a sitting senator. And this is a problem for somebody, say, Ron DeSantis. Because, let's be real, right now, Tim Scott, Nikki Haley, and Ron DeSantis, in particular Haley and DeSantis, they're pulling from the same voters. Tim Scott, he's actually pulling voters away from Mike Pence, which is funny enough, because Pence is trying to be the evangelical candidate, so is Scott. While Nikki Haley and DeSantis, they're trying to be like the suburban, traditional, Republican. Well, I don't think that's going to work in a state like South Carolina. And you look at the polling, which again, when you look at polling, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But Trump's at 43% in the National Research Poll. That's the most recent poll we got. He's at 43%. DeSantis, he's at 18%. Even if DeSantis got every single vote from DeSantis or Nikki Haley and Tim Scott, he would still be in second. And that's if he wins every single voter. There's an argument made that Tim Scott, his voters, if they don't go to Pence, there's a good chance they probably go to Trump, because there are more white working class evangelicals than you think. So, yeah, it's one of those things where Republicans, even if Trump just gets 40% of the vote, with how the field is set up, that may be all he needs to win the primary. Which, 50 delegates right there. And again, a candidate could theoretically win like South Carolina second and get 3 delegates. But even then, let's say DeSantis pulls off a miracle when he wins a district. Excuse me, but you look at this, Trump still got 47 delegates. And let's say Trump did awful in Iowa. Let's say DeSantis pulls off an upset. Let's just say something like this happens. It's not accurate, but yeah. Let's say it's a 2-way race. And, DeSantis gets the majority of delegates. All right, let's be nice. I'm not looking to other candidates, but same thing in New Hampshire. Let's just give Trump the edge, because it seems like Trump's doing good enough in the state. And let's just get rid of, Nevada. Let's say DeSantis, with Adam Laxalt's endorsement, does really good. Okay, Trump's at 37, DeSantis at 51. South Carolina, that's so far of the first 4 states, outside of maybe New Hampshire, is one of Trump's best polling states. And with the divided field, well, 47, if he just wins 47 and DeSantis wins 3, look at that. Trump's at 84, DeSantis at 54. This is why South Carolina is critical. Yes, Trump may lose Iowa, but historically that's not been the precedent. And Trump's probably going to carry New Hampshire. Even if DeSantis pulls off a miracle in Nevada, it comes down to South Carolina. Because whoever wins South Carolina, they're going to get a lot of momentum from Michigan, which already is going to be very favorable to Trump. So you start doing the math, and then Super Tuesday. Trump by Super Tuesday could theoretically sweep all the states. Because how the primary schedule is set up now, you get South Carolina with a divided South Carolina field, and then Michigan, which is arguably one of the more pro-Trump states in the Republican Party. Do some math. And I believe Michigan is also winner take all, or winner take most. So, yeah, you understand what I'm saying, that South Carolina, it's very important. So, DeSantis, his only miracle is everybody drops out, endorses him, and Trump collapses completely. That's like the only way he has a serious shot at this. And that's just a numbers problem. But it could absolutely change. It is only June of 2023. We just gotta see what happens. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.